In step 1, we will demonstrate how to install the wheels and how to move the sluice to and from the collection site. To install the wheels, simply move the sluice to the leading edge of the tailgate. Now insert the first wheel strut into the wheel strut bracket. Tighten down your strut when it is flush with the upper end of the strut bracket using the 2 tension knobs. Make sure the hold down knob is facing forward. Now repeat the process with a second wheel strut. When you are ready, swing the strut brace into place and tighten down the hold down knob. You are now ready to roll. Slide the unit off the truck, grab the handle, and begin your trek to the collection site. As demonstrated here, you can either push the unit like a wheelbarrow, or if you prefer, pull it like a wagon. In step 2, we will remove the legs from the trough. Set the proper angle between the upper trough and the lower trough and install the legs. Now that you are at the work site, remove the legs from the upper trough by lifting the grizzly. Set them aside for now. It is now time to set up the proper angle between the 2 troughs. To do this, remove the 2 knobs holding the angle adjustment bars in their closed positions and take the bars off the studs. Pivot the top trough up and away from the bottom trough until the angle adjustment bars are hanging in a vertical position. Secure the bars to the 2 stud screws with the knobs. The proper angle of the 2 troughs is now set. It is now time to install the legs. Lift the box and install the legs through the leg brackets. The height or the position does not matter at this time. In the next step, the legs will be adjusted in the leveling process of the sluice. In step 3, we will level the sluice box by setting the proper slope angle and side-to-side angles using the attached levels. To establish the most efficient flow angle, check the position of the bubble in the level on the upper trough. If it is not centered, loosen the leg tension knobs and lower or raise the trough until the bubble is centered. Then tighten down the leg tension knobs. You now have established the proper slope. Next, level the sluice side-to-side angle. The level is located on the end cap. Locate the level and check its bubble position. If it is not centered, raise or lower the correct wheel strut by loosening its tension knobs. When the level's bubble is centered, tighten down the tension knobs, and you are now ready to set up the hoses and pump. You may want to recheck the proper slope angle because in the setting of the side-to-side angle, it may have changed slightly. In step 4, we will find a suitable location for your pump. We will attach the intake and discharge hoses. It is important to find a level spot far enough away from the sluice to limit noise while working, but close enough to your water source. To preserve the environment, place a tarp under your motor to help control pollution emissions. Also remember to not infringe upon other miners' collection areas by placing the motor too close to their site. Now take your suction hose, filter basket, and 5-gallon bucket to your water source. The filter basket should already be attached to the end of the hose. It is then placed into the bucket and submerged. First place a couple of large rocks into the bucket to help keep it from floating away. Now lay out your hose and connect it to your pump. Lay out your discharge hose, making sure there are no kinks, so you will have a full pressure flow to your sluice. Attach it to the spray bar fitting. You are now ready to prime your pump. In step 5, we will prime the pump, set the throttle to about 75%, and establish the proper flow rate over the ripples. To get started, fill a bucket with water to prime the pump. Remove the fill cap and add water slowly. To prevent splashing, as you see here, a funnel would probably be useful. When finished, replace the fill cap and start your pump. After starting your pump, set the throttle to about 75%. This level will give you the desired flow over the ripples. Check your discharge hose to make sure there are no kinks. Remove the dump plate and check water flow. If the water cascading over the riffles is not overflowing the trough at the leading edge, you are ready to start processing material. Replace the dump plate and start shoveling material. As you can see, the Grizzly classifies your material only letting in the desired size concentrate. After a few shovels full of material, lift the Grizzly and discard the large rock tailings. As the tailings pass over the dump plate, you can inspect them for possible color. If none is found, just brush off the tailings and begin adding more material. In step 6, we will demonstrate how to clean the riffles in the top trough of your sluice. Before shutting down your pump, fill a bucket with water. This water will be used to rinse all materials left in both troughs after removing the riffles and mats. Start the process by removing the dump plate. The top trough can be cleaned out independently from the bottom trough. The bottom matting takes longer to load with fine gold, so it should be cleaned out less often. A rule of thumb is to clean the top riffles every tank full of gas. Start by shutting off your pump. You may want to take a quick look for nuggets as the water slows to a stop. Remove the end cap by loosening its knobs. Next, loosen the riffle clamp knobs under the trough until the clamps can be rotated off of the riffle flanges. Hold the lower section of the riffles and lift while pushing back slightly. You do this to slide the wings of the upper riffle flares out from under the large-headed screws. Set the riffles in a bucket to be rinsed later. Now place a small bucket where the end cap was. Roll up the looped vinyl matting with a V-ribbed rubber matting and place in the bucket also. Lastly, run some clean water down the trough to rinse any remaining sand into the tub. When ready, just reverse the process to reinstall your mats and riffles. Fill up your pump with gas and get started processing more material. In step 7, we will demonstrate how to clean the lower trough riffles and mats. To begin, shut off the pump to stop the flow of water. Next, loosen the slide plate knobs. There are 4 pair of knobs, 2 pair on each side of the lower trough. As you loosen each knob, slide it to the up position and lightly tighten so it will not fall down into its original position. After completing one side, repeat the process on the other side of the sluice. Now remove the lower 3/16 expanded metal riffles and rinse. When that is completed, remove the upper 3/4 inch metal riffles and rinse. Now, remove the lower mat carefully so as to not lose any of the concentrate you have collected. Next, remove the upper mat. Rinse carefully. To reinstall, just reverse the process you have just completed. You are now ready to pan your concentrate. We have now completed our 7-step series on the use of the CC690 power sluice. Should you have any further questions, check us out on the web. Good luck and good sluicing.